This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show.
No, I'm...
Talis, right?
Yes! Oh my god, Prince Vegeta?
How's the tree doing?
Destroyed.
And this is why we don't let the lower class have nice things.
And here we go with the politics.
What a perfect time to watch some Christmas movies. Wouldn't you agree, guys? Hello, everybody, my name's Mayhem.
It's August.
Is that who you are?
Yes, I am Emperor Augustine. Hello, I'm July.
Julian, and today we're talking about the next DBZA movie, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, the plan to eradicate Christmas. Also, who are you?
Who the fuck else am I?
Hello, I'm Duke. And the plan to eradicate Christmas. This is a movie this is the only time that it's been dubbed in English.
It's beginning to look a lot like Death Stars.
Because this movie is kind of
Terrible.
a mediocre short.
It's awful. Like, I will say that. Like, that's the unfortunate thing. I go to make thumbnails, and I go, okay, let me grab a good screenshot from this episode. The screenshots are awful.
What's the actual name of this movie? Like the
Plan to eradicate the Saiyans.
Oh, it is? Okay, that's exactly what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's
there's like
Dragon
two
Ball Z.
whole Saiyans.
Two and a half Saiyans?
They already eradicated the fucking Saiyans. There's only two whole Saiyans, and then there's one half-breed, and then another half-breed from the fucking future.
So that technically doesn't count.
Dragon Ball Z side story, Plan to eradicate the Saiyans.
And it has the same art style as Super, so it's bad.
So it's already pissing me off.
It is a 1993 card battle role-playing game developed by Tosei.
What?
What?
Yeah, it's a card battle game.
Plan to eradicate the Saiyans?
Yeah.
That's okay, so that name has been used there and is now also being used for this movie.
Well, because it's a movie adaptation of the game.
Oh, that's stupid.
That's not a translation of Dokkan Battle. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man, you gotta play Dokkan Battle. It's amazing. The Dokkan Battle in question, playing Uno with yourself and just watching a Dragon Ball Z fight in the background.
Yeah.
That's why I will not get that.
I remember friends being obsessed with it.
Oh yeah, they're still obsessed with it. By the way,
Still?
Okay, yeah. Motherfucker has been logging in on the same within the same hour every day for the last 8 years.
I was gonna say he's been on with us, Senor Azul.
Yeah, yeah. He's been fucking like 5 p.m. every day. Oh, it's login time.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
yeah.
He's got like an alarm set on his phone every day.
No, he just knows.
Oh, he's got an internal timer.
Yeah, like he just like time to log in for Dokkan.
I get it.
And he just loves gacha games. He is a huge gacha fan. But
The fact that it's called gacha is so funny to me. And
Gotcha,
they know
bitch.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
it's irritating to me because it's like
It's so funny that it's like it's
just call it gambling.
that's what it is. It's in-game gambling where you just put money in and you get fuck all out of it.
I wouldn't say you have to put money in, but it's definitely a pay to win. Like
Heavily encouraged pay to win.
yeah, like oh, you only get these I don't know, gems. You get these gems like once a week, and if you want more gems, you gotta pay us $20.
And if you don't want to wait until next Tuesday of next year,
Yeah, for a random event to happen where everybody gets free. I'm trying to think of
rewards
a funny name for a MacGuffin, but whatever. I can't think of anything.
the Allspark.
Free movie tickets to Barbie.
Oh hell yeah, I'm there. Still haven't watched it, but yeah, it's like with gacha games, and it's just like whenever I see like some of those mechanics of gacha games being put into it's literally just gacha.
It's vending machines.
It's vending machines. Yeah.
Gotchas,
Right,
gotchas are
right.
just vending machines.
Right.
But it's like the fact that that it's so widespread and just people are just okay with it.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well, that's the thing. It's unfortunate, but it's a thing with a lot of people. It is also a lot of mental illness, and I say that from experience.
What? The addicting thing is addicting? What?
Oh,
What?
an
And
entire
it-
franchise built around manipulating the mental illness of people?
And
What?
it attracts people who have no control over themselves.
The freakiest thing that I'd ever heard is that there is a medication out there. There is a lawsuit currently going on because this medication actually, it basically makes it easier for your brain to get into gambling.
Oh God.
How
yeah.
does that work?
Well, it's
Called one more time and all.
it increases your addictive behavior.
Tylenol.
I thought of that on the top of my head.
It's basically like it enables your addictive behavior. And for a lot of people,
Jeez.
it's either you get hard drugs or you go to Vegas.
So it fucks your dopamine receptors, basically.
yeah.
Oh
But how
my
does that? How does it
God.
specifically cater towards gambling?
I'm pretty sure they've tested. They figured it out.
I can confirm
Either-
it did. It messed. Like I know somebody that it messed up.
They turned the frogs gay. I'm not surprised. They can do anything.
They turn the frogs gay. They turn the rabbits into gamblers.
The rabbits.
Yeah.
The turtle will win again.
Always bet on black hair.
The patient, quiet one who doesn't fucking annoy anybody will win in the end.
The one who goes, you know that's bad for you, right?
Yeah.
I'll say somebody.
No thanks. I won't drink the coffee. I'm addicted to hard drugs.
My vice is hard drugs.
What's your vice? Oh, I occasionally will steal a pen from the office. What about you? Hard cocaine.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, what's,
Merry Christmas. Hey, white snow.
what's worse? What's worse? Kleptomancy or fucking or just being addicted as fuck to something and being like totally dependent and stuck on it.
It for both. It depends on degree.
It also,
I guess that's fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a doctor,
If I mean, there's a difference between I steal office pens and fentanyl.
Right.
I was trying to make him.
But there's also a difference
Fentanyl-
between I've robbed a bank and I'm addicted to Xanax.
Okay, but robbing a bank is
I robbed a bank, or I took a pen that whenever someone leaves
Stole
out a
from
pen, I
Fort
take a pen.
Knox.
I have to ingest this drug that does the funny thing for my brain so I can function properly, or
It puts the
Or-
worm in my brain.
or I gotta take this from this person. It has to be mine.
It must be mine. The exact opposite of Christmas behavior.
I just want it.
That's the thing. You don't understand. I need to have it. Why? You don't understand. I need it. Why? I can't
I don't need to explain it to you. I just want it. What are you gonna do once
Christmas
you
is
have
a-
it? Nothing.
Christmas is about stealing from others, as we have learned from GV.
As we learned from corporate America.
Yeah.
Us here at Green Villains, we... I can't.
We do not endorse stealing from others. We do, however, find it hilarious.
We do not endorse stealing from others. We do endorse finding it hilarious.
I think stealing like your friend's like random thing that they like depend on. Like you live like close by.
Depend on.
Not depend on.
Get
but,
my inhaler, man. Where is it?
or like
I stole my
like,
friend's oxygen machine.
say and it would be like and like I steal something like ridiculous. Like I steal your.
I stole
fucking
my
table.
friend's iron lung.
I steal your table, and it's like, how the fuck did you even get that out of my house?
Dude, why is my car in your house?
Well, I
Like, perfectly fine.
yeah.
what I
I took it
usually,
apart and put it in there. I couldn't
what I
grab it.
usually do, to fuck with certain people, just because I find it funny, is something that they have not touched in ages. I move. Like,
Yeah.
just a bit, honestly. I move it, like, say, to the opposite side of the room, and I see how long it takes until they notice it's gone.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, is that...
Yes, I'm a dickhead.
Here's the thing, is that if you do that in my room, everything will literally fall apart and explode.
You think I haven't already?
You think...
You say that like it wasn't in his house for like 10 years before you moved in there.
Here's the thing. I say that not because of
I do that.
any precaution. I say that because as soon as I notice, I'm going to kill him.
Though the more fun one though is when it's something that it like they usually mess with, and they haven't messed with it in like a few hours, and so like say one of my family members, their phone is left somewhere and they just like ignore it completely for a while. I grab it and I like maybe move it underneath a pillow or something.
Oh,
And
you
so,
fuck.
So like my sister will be looking for her phone and she's just like, "Where is it?" And I just go, "Did you check up your ass?" and she'll have no idea where it is. And I just wait a few minutes, and it's like, oh, maybe it's under that pillow. And I hear, fuck you!
I do the exact
That's
opposite
some Big
where
Brother type shit.
yeah, I do the exact opposite thing where it's just like someone's looking for something. I know exactly where it is, and like they're just doing like trying to find it wherever, and I'm literally just staring at it the entire time.
Oh, I love doing that.
I'm just-
love doing that.
I'm just
And then
staring at it and just looking, and they're just like, "Where could it be?" And I'm
like
just like,
tearing the room apart, like looking for it, and you're just looking right at it.
"Where could it be?" I don't know.
Meanwhile, it's in my pocket.
I had like the complete polar opposite of that situation, where my sister lost something of hers and thought I took it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the case that I always had too. It's
Yeah,
just like, you have it. Why would I have it?
Why would I? Or like they don't even like accuse you of like having it. They just go, hey, do you know where blah 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 is? Like, no, it's not mine. I
Jinsu,
didn't touch it.
Do you know where my wallet is?
Why would the fuck would I know where your wallet is? Because you take my wallet all the time. No, I don't.
No.
I did that when I was 9.
No, you
I'm
keep
10 now. I think.
Because you always take it because you keep accusing me that I take it.
yeah.
Jinsu, do you have a younger sibling?
No, I am the youngest.
Okay, I'm the middle, so I have a younger sibling. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
that is our job to fuck with you.
You both like fucked with your younger sibling and got fucked with as the younger sibling.
Yeah, that's what happened.
You have
Well,
you are in the perfect dichotomy of experiencing both sides.
Well, when it comes to my relationship with my younger sibling, it is I mess with her, but obviously one thing I don't do that my brother did is beat the shit out of her.
Well, she's a girl.
Yeah, exactly. So in my case, for me and my brother, it's
boy.
almost the kind of thing of like we love each other. We've never gotten in an argument, but it is on site.
What do you mean it's on site him at you?
No, I'm ready to fight too.
I just lose every time.
Oh, I lose.
I think,
But I'm still gonna fight.
someone in your family. I'm not gonna name drop him obviously, but like he was telling me about how when he was a kid he had a cousin who who he was like that with, and then he would just like his aunt would come over, and then he would just be like at the door with boxing gloves on, just like, where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he?
The most dangerous day in my brother's life was when we got those inflatable boxing gloves.
Oh hell yeah!
Because I gave him such a bad headache that it was a possibility I could have almost given him brain damage.
I got absolutely floored by one of those. My brother was just like, "Hey, you want to check out something? Yay!" And he's like, well, "Come on over here," because like I was like across the room, and I was like, I started like kind of almost starting to run, and he just
Yes!
Was it your immediate older brother or like your oldest?
oldest.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to me, mind you, I don't like to hurt people. I don't like to.
You just like to fuck with them.
So, when I got those, my first thought is, ooh, this won't hurt as bad. So I'm just like, ooh, I could go full force.
You can hear the mental chains
Stop going
break.
full force! Wait, Mayhem, stop going full force!
Stop going full force.
Imagine that, but the opposite. The moment I got those, just my power has been unleashed, and I just run at my brother. I put him in a headlock and just beating the shit out of him.
This is all the repressed rage that I've held.
Yeah. There's all the pent-up aggression I've built up.
It was also how my mom knew that he got home from work. She suddenly just hears banging of help, and it's like, oh, Justin's home.
What's the age gap
Oh,
between
Bud's home.
what's the age gap between you and your
6
brother?
years.
6 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's weird. 6 years for between me and my brother. 6 years between me and my sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
But that's still the funny one of just you hear banging walls, and it's like, oh god, oh, he's home.
He's just here pleading, help me. Now I know to make another plate of food.
or at most, all you hear is just, hey, could you keep it down just a little? We're trying to sleep.
If you count, so you know how there's like a 1 through 10 type of bullshit. Do you count? Would you consider like, and like you say you go past like the 10s, right? And like you go into like 40 and 50. Is 40 the 10 of the 30s, or is 40 the start of the 40s?
What are you talking about?
Because my sisters and I were
40's
born,
the start of the 40s.
my sisters and I were born within like kind of the same decade. They were born in the 90s, but I was born in 2000. So does that mean
That's the like the what I say is the 9, 0, and 1 is like the gray area where you can be considered on both sides.
Right. Okay. Then.
That's what I said.
That makes it's a cusp.
Yeah, that there is no that you don't belong to either one.
The cusp of the decade.
Yeah,
If you were born 99, 90s kids hate you.
90s kids won't shut the fuck up about how the 90s were so much better. Like,
even though when you have an older sibling who grew
Even
up
though-
as a '90s kid, you experienced everything exactly the same.
and when even without like an older sibling older siblings who grew up in the 90s, like just being born at the tail end of the 90s means you're in that transition period of like 90s technology to 2000s technology.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I say that, especially because that's usually around the same time when
Yeah, we were just
things change.
We were kids when that happened, so we just watched the technology like skyrocket. And
And it was like,
whoa!
I guess we aren't using
can-
this computer anymore.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I can call out 90s kids right now whenever I hear a 90s kid say, "Well, the 90s were so much better." When were you born? 97. You're not a 90s kid. Fuck you.
Or like you weren't conscious for any of the 90s. Shut the fuck up.
You were 3 years old when the 90s ended.
Ended. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like honestly, people born 90 to 94, those could be considered 90s kids.
Like actually, I would say 89 to 94.
Yeah, it's basically like if you were born like late 80s to early 90s,
Yeah.
then you're a 90s kid. Then you can say, "Oh yeah, the 90s were so much better" cuz you lived it.
Because you were actually there, yeah.
But you're going to look at me and say, "Oh yeah, 90s were so much better," and you were born 99? Go fuck yourself.
because we didn't have to deal with
Flat out.
Super. We just had Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
GT.
Don't bring that up. I didn't bring that
Oh,
up.
we lived in a better time when it was Z and original Dragon Ball. What about GT? Stop it!
I didn't watch it. But yeah, so
Oh yeah, non-spoiler thoughts on this movie thing.
you can you can summarize this with 3 sentences because only 3 things happen in this.
They're literally the Wikipedia page is 3 paragraphs long. That's it. They're not even long.
That's longer than what I can do. That's so much longer than what I can do for this. But the abridged version, this is just the one of the main creators, Lanny. He is an expert at Christmas puns.
Hear me out. Christmas special.
But like, yeah, he's an expert at Christmas puns. So, and this is technically like one of the last like Dragon Ball Z abridged Christmas specials that they did. So this is where
Unless you
a lot
count
of the,
Hiffle.
I mean, yeah, but like the
Yeah, DBZA.
yes.
Yeah. As opposed to Hiffle.
When you don't change the name of it and how it's done and all that kind of stuff.
When
yes,
you don't
this is the
pull a
last
Disney
one.
3 season bullshit.
But
Oh my god.
so
Dude,
What?
DBZA pulled the Disney 3 season thing.
yeah, you know that's a thing, Jinsu.
What?
Like, you know, like how a lot of Disney shows all of a sudden we get like rebranded as like a new show, where it's like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Now it's Sweet Life on Deck.
Right.
It's because a lot of their contracts required that if they were on a show longer than 3 seasons, they would get paid more. So that's why Sweet Life of Zack and Cody only lasted exactly 3 seasons, and then Sweet Life on Deck lasted exactly 3 seasons.
Loopholes, baby.
Yeah.
They did the same with every other show.
Every
and
single
like
one.
I didn't even think about that until I started watching, and like I read the titles and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, all these shows started changing after into season 4. It was something else."
It was suddenly very different. Weird.
It's just you change one little aspect, even if it changes nothing. You change one aspect.
would I
It's
spend
on
more
a
money?
boat now.
Why would
We're
I
in
spend more money?
California.
If I spend more money, then I won't have any money.
Then I won't have money.
Oh, what's the point?
Wait, why do you want money? Ah!
yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent. But
If I don't have all of the money, then
then I don't have all of the money.
I don't have
Honestly-
all the money. Then I can't do whatever I want. I can't hire someone
I can't go to
to
space.
kill people when that person looks at me wrong.
I can't go to space for some reason.
I can't go. If I don't have money, I can't go into a submarine and go 500 billion miles into the ocean and do some stupid shit like
Controller.
go into a submarine where a dumb fuck is piloting it with the game Xbox controller.
Logitech.
Controller has disconnected.
Yeah, so this
Non-spoiler, I would say for me, this movie, the Abridged is obviously so much better than the actual movie, because Abridged, they made it a very fun Christmas special with all kinds of Christmas puns that you could remember. Garlic gun? You what, mate? Like, I love that one, but all kinds of Christmas puns that make it all special and fun. Meanwhile, the original version is just kind of shit because it's based on a 90s card online game. So,
The
who
story
cares?
is very lacking. This is Dragon
Did you know
Ball.
Santa was a truffle?
I don't want to know that. I didn't need to know that, and here you are telling me that.
Yeah, the original species that was in control of Planet Vegeta.
Yeah, he looks like a truffle.
I hate that.
So he's the same race as the people that made Baby. Or is Baby a truffle?
Yes.
Oh, so he is Baby.
Dang.
What?
Or he is
He
the
looks
same
like-
race as Baby.
He looks like the doctor who made Baby.
Yeah.
And that doctor looks like Dr. Giro.
Because they didn't want to design anybody else.
They're like, we gotta make a guy who makes a robot dude, and it starts off as a little baby cell thing, and then grows, and then it has to eat people to change form and transform and become
Guys,
stronger.
in order to
Hey,
achieve
guys!
perfect form.
You know, yeah.
Guys, hear me out. Super 17. Bank. We make bank. Super 17.
Just make another 17, and then you put the two 17s together. That make 34. No, you idiot! It makes so much
So
sense.
you get them two 17s and they dock, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they originally were supposed to fuse.
They fucking dock their dicks
10
onto
minute
the-
sex scene.
They dock their foreskins onto each other and like, all right, we're fused now. Now
It-
together.
Turns out that the way that Cell's tail opens up, turns out every male android can do that.
Hate the image, but I just got an image I actually hate more from what Jinzu just said, because now I just imagine that's why they needed 18, so she could wield them. Let's go!
So they can
Grab the handle!
so they can dock onto her and get superpowers.
17 cannon!
What if Cell?
Dr. Giro's a freak.
Yeah, he's pretty gross.
You know he is.
I was wondering, what if Cell ate them in different order?
Would he still look the same?
Yeah, would it still be the same step-by-step process, or would it just be? Would it
No,
look
Imperfect Cell would now have titties.
different instead of lips?
Instead of lips. You get lips if it's a guy. You get titties if it's a girl.
You get lips if it's a guy. You get overdosed with estrogen.
Man, why
You
didn't
get flooded with a
why didn't the editor for Toriyama not suggest the opposite? Well, what's wrong with it?
No, and now just imagine. Did anybody else just imagine Cell with tits?
Well, I edited that in a I think it was a Metroid episode.
Oh.
Yeah. Did anybody just imagine freezing but with boobs? No.
You must never know.
Really, just me.
No one else.
I tried making that as base boosted as I possibly could.
I was gonna say I think Scott actually made an edit of that as well because of the fact that what was it? I think it was the Breakers game. It showed a female Frieza race. And so it just edited in.
Well,
the Frieza
Jinzu
race
goes to the internet.
It edited in the image. He must never know, and you see her in the background.
Hell yeah! All right, so short version,
yeah,
version of the story. It's Christmas time. Santa comes. We don't know it's Santa until the third sentence,
It's Santa.
but he sends smoke monsters to go and take out the niceness of the world because everybody's naughty. And they take forms of Slug, Cooler, Frieza, and Turles, and they fight. Piccolo goes, Slug!
I like how everyone else just had like a, oh, hey, what's up? And then Piccolo was just like,
Slug! They fight, they realize that they're smoke monsters. Bulma has a solution that she took Baby Trunks' blood to make pure niceness. They go to the mini moon Death Star of Bethlehem Santa's workshop.
you mean Star of Bethlehem?
And they find old man alien Jiro Santa character and basically fight him. He powers up, they fight him some more, and then they just win. And that's the movie. which is lots of hilarious jokes in the abridged, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot less to talk about in the actual. But Duke's gonna find a way to talk about the long version of the story.
Actually, no, I'm not.
That was it. That was the episode.
I'm seeing it from far away, but Duke is showing me a potential view.
Is this what game is this for? Oh, it's the Breakers game.
Jin's
It
already-
really is. It really is just Frieza with tits. Like,
Hey, Mayhem, smash or pass?
don't want to answer this.
You know he wants to.
I was about to answer.
All right, Mint. Fuck, I said that wrong.
You don't want the answer.
I don't want to hear his answer.
because you know what it is.
So
Yes.
Now that can get it. That thing can get it. Not that one.
If it's not the same cell.
Yeah, if it's not talking to me in a
Well,
very deep.
this
plankton
one
voice.
has a mole, so
So potentially.
It has the beauty mark.
but anyway, the last one.
As long as it's not Frieza.
For some reason,
If it's
the
I would
female Boo race, hard as fuck. I have no idea why.
and then for
Yeah,
some reason
Android
Android 21 is not a Boo but looks exactly like a Boo.
She is kind of a Boo, but she's still an android.
An android with Boo shit. But like that
And
tail.
Yes,
and
except.
Yeah.
She's an android with the Boo with the Majin belt and pants.
Toriyama did not make Android 21,
He
right?
did.
He did?
He did.
Okay, because I was about to say that was gonna be, if he didn't make it, then that is the best non-Toriyama design. But since he did make it, then it's still cooler.
Oh, yeah.
But also, yeah,
But
no,
it's still cooler fifth
General,
form.
just female Majin race for some reason. Not bad.
For some reason, so fuckable. So fuckable. So fuckable. Like actually,
And third form Frieza is not.
third form Frieza is a lawsuit. What
Xenomorph. But the alien queen though.
the fuck?
Now remember,
that was more for your reaction.
remember when TFS made this?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
See, like, look at that. Thick.
Great.
The best part is there was a fan artist who made a piece with her, where obviously he went off. Guess what? He's one of the thumbnail artists now. He's a Brachiozoid. He's one of the main thumbnail artists.
When you draw too much good porn of the character, they become part of the work now. The workforce.
That just happens to some people, man. That just fucking happens.
So
And I mean, like,
not to say it's impossible, but if someone does that for us,
what? But yeah, I think
Jinsu,
I think I get,
sorry,
I get the
Mayhem.
same. I get the same appeal for like the female boos,
the Majins.
as like they're like the same as like the slime wives or whatever.
Yes,
Because
slime
like
monsters.
they can morph their body to whatever. So
Yes.
it's like
Found it.
Oh God, I've seen that. I've seen that art style. I've seen that. I've seen.
he
them
went
making
off. That
thumbnails.
looks-
I've also seen it.
you say he went off. That looks boring.
That's the
That looks safe.
hey
looks
Jinsu.
flat.
That's the least. I
okay,
can't
good.
go to the other one.
Good.
I mean, you can. It's a good thing we're not doing a visual show
Can,
right
we're
now.
all adults here.
Well, not right now.
What?
What? Wait, yeah, that does-
And not an answer to that. Not as an answer to that first question, the last question, just the first one. But
Yeah,
anyway,
so-
yeah. So that is what the story is. It's Christmas of just I'm mad, people are naughty, and
except for Gohan.
it's not about you.
Santa, you're not the reason why Christmas is around. I didn't expect that.
It's not about the figgy pudding. He hit his head.
Goku, now's not the time to talk about figgy pudding.
Yeah. But no, it's a very simple story to mention. And also, we get to mention, yeah, the original story is literally just that it's a Tuffle who was pissed off that he's the last of his race and so decides he's going to eliminate the Saiyans.
Because I've got to outlast them.
Well, no, it's a revenge story.
I don't care.
Yeah. You can not care, just don't get it wrong, bitch.
No, I don't care about the Tuffles.
Yeah, no one does. Well, do you like Baby?
He would not.
Do you like Baby, voiced by
Buggy the Clown.
Buggy the Clown?
I gotta rewatch that. I get because
Now that you know there's Buggy the Clown.
Did you not know this?
I did, but also didn't. Why
Also
you...
Roshi.
Goku.
I feel like a kid again after gaining consciousness for the first time.
After
Just being like,
wishing back for a simpler time 20 minutes ago. Actually 29 minutes ago.
Yeah. Ain't that fun?
dude, for the longest time I would hear Buggy like scream and I'd be like, why does this irritate me in like a weird nostalgic way?
And then you hear
Why does it irritate me in a weird nostalgic way?
like it's familiar. Like the irritation isn't new. This is a fucking. I recognize this voice, and then you mentioned that, and I look back. I'm like, oh, that scream that Buggy does is literally the same as Baby's when he's fucking talking shit to Goku.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except now the voice actor has good dialogue to say instead of obnoxious GT
He's
dialogue.
not in GT yet. He's in One Piece.
Well, I also I just thought it was funny. I sent the image to Mayhem before we started recording, where it showed off like two voice actors of like, we're gonna be at this convention, and it was them in front of like a bunch of the voices they've done, and Whitebeard in the anime in the dub shares the same voice actor as Ginyu.
Hell yeah.
Whitebeard.
I'm now imagining the
Ginyu.
Whitebeard pirates doing the Ginyu poses.
You know the biggest problem?
What?
They could. Whitebeard's still covering them up by accident.
When he's doing the pose, it's like in mid shot, so his cape
You
is...
can just barely see like the wing of Marco and like Josu's arm. And meanwhile, you just see a big old Whitebeard doing the Ginyu pose.
Hell yeah. It would be a natural progression of the One Piece!
And then a donut ace on the floor.
the Ginyu Force!
Donut ace being Goldo.
In the same place that... in the same spot for the Dragon Ball Z version, it's Krillin with the stab wound from Second Form Frieza.
Yeah. But yeah, no, when it comes to this, it's so simple to talk about how it's weird that this is another one of those projects where there's no official dub, so if you want to watch it in English, the only way to do it is
Abridged.
TFS.
But it's also funny
It's
just
this
how...
an episode of Bardock.
It's funny how this one lined up so well with their Christmas jokes that they've made before, like Christmas Tree of Might, and how Slug was like not technically a Christmas movie, but they were treating it like it was a Christmas movie. Yeah. And the whole joke with Frieza Day and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It just all blended together so well that it just shows how good of writers that Team 4-Star is for Dragon Ball Z stuff. That it's like, imagine if they had...
There's apparently a tweet by Christopher Sabat where he says, if I ever die, I'm giving Vegeta to Lanny.
If that could happen, that'd be great.
Straight up, by the way. Like, not even like giving it to the TFS guy. No, I'm giving it to Lanny Pator.
Name drop. But it's funny, just like, I would imagine what Team 4-Star would do if they were fully allowed to make their own, like, arc of Dragon Ball and just see what they would do with it.
They have dubbed official anime.
Yeah.
Like, I remember there's one anime movie that they actually did officially dub. It was the Hell's movie.
Yeah, but I'm wondering more specifically Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z because they started out like that's how they got big was because of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I guess they do.
Welcome back, Jitsu.
I guess they do.
I see that picture of the horse is still on your phone.
They technically do their own original Dragon Ball stuff, and it's the Hiffle shorts.
Yeah, like that. Like that was like a very safe where they're able to follow just the villains. It's with 3D animation. It's very safe. But like in actual like they have the full blessing of the studio and Toriyama.
I do really like that. It's like, oh yeah, we're doing the 3D shorts. Oh, why are you doing the 3D shorts? Oh well, you see, there's a guy who was inspired by our Cell game stuff to start doing 3D stuff. And so now we've hired him to do all our 3D stuff. Devil Artemis, the guy who has Cell versus where it's Cell and Kermit facing off against different universes.
Well, that's the one that has the line with great power has great booty bitches.
Great big booty bitches, yes. Yeah. It also has a moment where what was it? Kermit meets Itachi. And you know the scene in Naruto where Itachi sees what was his name? Kakashi, and he fucking crucifies him.
Oh,
Yeah, he does that to Kermit. Hey, yo, what the?
it is finished.
Oh, what was it? Jinzu, do you remember the name for that move? Where Itachi sends you to like another area? Huh?
That's a weird name for a move.
It's
It's called bullshit.
Tsukuyomi?
yeah, Tsukuyomi.
Easter time.
Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, so you have Kermit just like fucking Itachi walking up, Tsukuyomi. Hey, yo, suck on your what? Ah! Yeah, suddenly getting stabbed in another dimension. Ah!
What the fuck? Yeah, so
Go watch Devil Artemis. It's fun. More fun than this movie.
more fun this movie,
the
but
official version.
The official version, yeah, because just Team 4-Star, it's so funny. Just like every time they do something Christmas, it's their highest tier content.
It's because
Lanny
knows.
loves Christmas.
Yeah,
He loves Christmas.
yeah.
He loves Christ.
I was gonna say, just like me, he was raised on those Christmas stop motion movies. Which it brings me to what is your favorite? Did you watch those, the stop motion Christmas movies?
You know that joke in the beginning of the movie where they say that Goku only watches the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one on repeat? That was my house.
Did you watch any others though?
Yes, we
Okay,
watched
good.
all of them.
Good. What was your favorite?
The Rudolph one.
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
I'm high on
Mr.
crack. We got to show you those, Jinsu.
I saw the live action version, by the way.
Of what?
The stop motion animation, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus coming to town. Just the very classic, like made in the 1930s stop motion animation talking, and it's a bunch of Christmas stories.
I already watched those.
You have?
Yeah. I
That's
grew up in America.
You grew up in America. You didn't grow up with Christmas, though.
I grew up with Christmas all over around me, but never in my house.
Yes.
What was your
Yes.
favorite of the Christmas cartoons?
That Rudolph one was pretty. I think the Yeti one,
The Abominable Snowman.
the Abominable
Yeah.
Snowman one, that one,
Abominals bounce!
that was the only one that really like had me sitting up and like leaning forward watching it, cause like it scared me. So,
Yeah,
like, I
oh
was,
yeah.
so I was like, oh my god.
Old
Yeah, that old
timey
school
horror.
Just like, what the fuck?
Old timey horror is like nothing else, like nothing today. Like it's so much like it stays with you when you're a kid when you watch it, and you're just like, what the actual fuck is this thing?
You know, another one I enjoyed was the one where it was the Santa Claus origin story.
Yes, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's so good.
Where he's Kris Kringle of the Kringle family.
It's one that always sticks with me. That song where he's teaching the old man how to
You
walk.
put one foot in front of the other, and soon we'll get a cease and desist.
The door.
That penguin. Every time I saw the penguin, I was just like, "Why are you here?" Also, you're hilarious. Why are you blue? Also, you're hilarious. Stay.
Got anything else to say about this movie? Because there's not much about this movie. It's just
They
so
have a-
simple.
There's a question that I have for the end of the movie, because like they get teleported out of the Star of Bethlehem into Goku's house, and just for some reason it's just Chi-Chi and Krillin there, and Krillin is very all of a sudden scared when they all show up. Like imagine,
I do like to imagine actually Yamcha is there. He's just really quiet.
because Vegeta's also there.
No, it's the kind of thing where it's like Yamcha, Bulma, and like all of them are there, but they're just extremely quiet.
Why?
Just because. They're just standing there in the back like drinking hot cocoa or something. And so the only ones that are talking are Chi-Chi and Krillin.
We didn't hire you guys for these lines, so we're just not gonna have them in here.
You mean most anime.
What did I do this morning?
Mayhem, are you okay?
Chickens.
You want chicken?
Yeah.
Throws your bird at you.
Donald, no!
Do you have a question for us, or should we talk about the characters? Because it's honestly just like none of them change in any way. Because obviously it's a movie,
How
but
good-
also it's an unimportant movie, which
There's
means
really-
they have no actual development.
There's one character we could talk about. It's Father Christmas.
There's one character we could talk about. It's Vegeta. He got his one wish. He killed Santa Claus.
He was killed by Vegeta.
Yeah. We got to meet Santa. Yeah.
And we killed him!
Oh.
My question for you guys today is, was that really the same Santa that we saw at the end of, was it Lord Slug or Tree of Might?
Yes.
That was the same Santa?
It was.
Jinsu, how do you like knowing that?
No, what?
That the Santa we saw, the Santa that we saw at the end of Tree of Might is the same one that Vegeta kills in this movie? Because it's Santa?
Well, actually, it is because he actually says it in the movie, in the Turles movie. He says, "I tried to go to deliver presents to Planet Vegeta, but they kept shooting my sleigh."
It was Vegeta this whole time!
It was Vegeta the whole time, yeah.
As like a fucking 10-year-old going,
Fuck you, Santa! Little kid Chris Sabat. Fuck you!
Oh, I hit my brother. I wonder if they'll find the body.
You had an uncle. Hey!
I have an uncle?
You
You
had.
had. So, question with Mayhem, was that it?
That was it, yeah. Just
was
making sure that... Just asking for confirmation that was indeed the same Santa.
We're going to have a lot more to talk about when it comes to this next movie that comes up, by the way.
What's next?
Super Android 13.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gives us a chance to talk about something way more important than the stupid tuffles that no one really cares about.
But more androids.
Androids. Something that I actually do like to talk about.
The,
You mean cyborgs?
no.
Well, that's the point we had to talk about, how weird it
Robotics.
is that like some of them are androids, some of them are robots, some of them are cyborgs. Yeah. And so the general term they just use is androids.
Android. It's a catch-all
Which is
term.
weird. Because it's not.
It
wrong.
would technically be, I feel the better like overarching term would maybe be like what, a cybernetic life form?
Yeah.
Imagine they called Frankie an android. Android Frankie.
Android Frankie.
He's like,
What?
I'm still kind of human.
Technically that's what the general Frankie is.
Is an android, yeah. Nah, because he pilots it.
Androids are like the Terminator. The Terminator is an android.
Yeah.
Or
Because like they're robots that look like humans.
The requirement for Android is you must give a thumbs up as Arnold Schwarzenegger going down in lava.
humanoid
Da-na-na.
humanoid robots with like AI personality.
Yeah.
You see 18 to 17 doing that, and it's like, oh, you're Android now.
Yeah. You've earned it.
You've done it. And they pop out of the magma, and you just see their Arnold Schwarzeneggers now. Both of them.
You are not you. You are me.
You ever see the clip of the man that is like in canon supposed to have inspired Arnold's Terminator?
Yes.
No.
That they made a promo video in the universe of Terminator where the guy like going around like giving like
General
the tour,
Sugar, I think his name was.
and he did not have like the Arnold voice or anything like that, so he's just like hello everybody and like talking through it.
everybody.
No, he wasn't even doing it. Like someone dubbed over him as Arnold.
Oh yeah, and it's
And
very
then-
flamboyant man.
And then look at the model. That's me. But we're still a little unsure about the voice. What about you? We could make it work.
Yeah, that's the best part. What about you? We can make it work. So good.
Yeah. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked it, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you all next time. Anything to add, Jinsu?
No.
Bye bye.
Androids.
Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.